Let's talk about formatting a cover letter. To start with, you need to organize your thoughts and the information you're going to include. You want this to be an easy-to-read letter. Look at sample cover letters, but use the cover letters just to give you an idea of what kinds of things to include. There's some specific components you want to keep in your cover letter, and that all good cover letters have these components. First, you start off with an opening paragraph or an introductory paragraph. This is where you want to grab the attention of the employer. This is where you explain why you're writing to them, what job are you applying for specifically, and why are you interested in that job. You're trying to let them know why you're interested and really get their attention and make them want to keep reading that letter. The body paragraph is where you really go to town in explaining why you're just a great candidate for this job. You need to effectively communicate the skills and experiences that you have that are going to make you an excellent candidate for this job. In order to do this, take a look at your past experiences and use some examples from those past experiences that demonstrate those skills and experiences that you have. This is what's really going to sell you to the employer. The closing paragraph, or the conclusion to the letter, is where you want to compel that employer to act. Ideally, you'd love to have them call and set up an interview with you. So invite them to follow up, make it easy for them, provide a phone number, let them know this is what I would like to do. And be sure at the end, thank them for considering you as an applicant for the job. This is a nice professional ending to the letter. You want to take a look at making sure your cover letter is concise, easy to read. Keep it to one page. One page is pretty standard, and that's enough for them to read to get an idea of who you are. Remember to use a professional tone of voice. If your cover letter is too casual in its tone of voice, it's not going to sound like you're serious about the job, or some employers might be turned off by that. So be sure and keep that in mind when you're writing your letter. Organized, easy to read, easy to follow. You want transitions between paragraphs to make sense. If this letter's choppy, if the employer can't tell what it is you're trying to say and they're really struggling to figure out your ideas, they're not going to read the letter. You don't want to just repeat everything on your resume verbatim in the cover letter. What you need to do is take a look at that job description, see what the required and preferred qualifications are. Those are what you want to address in the cover letter, and then pull out examples. Pull out things from your resume, pull out examples of things you've done to highlight or demonstrate that you have those qualifications. That's what they're looking for, and that's what's going to sell you. Use a business letter format. That means take again a look at a sample business letter and understand what that format includes. And if you're going to send this letter through the mail, use professional grade paper, just like you would with your resume. So be sure it's on the same kind of paper as your resume. If you're going to email it or send it electronically, use an email format like Word, something that almost anybody could open and use and easily read. And also be sure and keep your format in the email message in a business format. So you still want it to look like a business letter even if you're emailing it. Address your letter to the right person, or the correct or proper person. This means you might have to do a little bit of research, call human resources, get a name, but it is so much better to address your cover letter to a person rather than to whom it may concern. You want to avoid that very generic "Dear Sir or Madam" or "to whom it may concern." Check your letter very carefully for grammatical errors or typographical errors. This is a huge turnoff to employers. It sends the wrong message about your professionalism. You need to proofread that letter carefully, have other people look at it, show it to other people before you send it, and visit the Career Center. We're there to help in terms of also doing that for you. So make sure it is absolutely perfect before you mail it out.